the jungle. Now we want to get into the NBA. You know, there's been a lot of talk about the ratings and why it's dropping. Naturel, what's your opinion on what's going on with the NBA?
Okay. It's a couple reasons, right? But we're going to get to the main one. Main one is style of play. When you just have a 3-point contest for 4 quarters, nobody wants to watch that. Every team is starting to play the same way. Every team is trying to mimic kind of how the Warriors in the kind of I don't know what kind of period you call that, 2010s, how they play. And you don't have the personnel. Yeah, Boston played that way and won a championship, but most teams in the NBA don't have that kind of personnel to play that way. Yet analytics is dictating that you do play a certain way. So that's the main reason to me.
Yeah, I mean, I can go with style of play, but I also think that there's a lack of superstars, incoming superstars that people are like, they're excited to see. Like if you go to last year's draft, who do you see that you really know? I mean, you don't know who the number 1 or number 2 or number 3 pick are. You don't know who these people are. And I think that hurts the product when people don't know who the incoming stars are going to be. Because in the end, they look forward to seeing who's the young talent. Now, you got Wembanyama, and so people are excited to see him, but he's not at that level yet. Now, let's get to the style of play. Let me tell you what I see. Coaches are smart nowadays. They know who can shoot and who can't. I see many games where coaches will tell their players to just crowd the paint, back off this player, because the player doesn't know how to shoot a 3. And yet the player still takes a 3. So it's on the coach and the player. You know what would be an easier shot? If you step 2 to 3 feet inside and take that 18 to 17 foot jumper. But analytics say don't do that. Step back and take the 3. That's better. And that's the problem. You know this guy shouldn't be shooting the 3. He should be stepping inside and taking that 2-pointer in rhythm instead of a standstill 3, which is a harder shot. But the actual coach isn't teaching that. And the defenses are still going to play to that point. They're going to say, ease off this guy and crowd the paint. And that's what I see happening.
See, to me, and this is to me why the women's game is becoming more popular. It's a better, game-wise, it's a better product. You're seeing all types of ways to win games. I mean, this isn't like something new, but basketball has always been this way up until this point, right? This like barrage of 3-point shooting. So you don't see this as much in the women's game. And just like you were saying with the Stars, we know more of their players in the women's game, even in the college women's game, than the men. So I think what we're saying bodes well in the future for women's basketball, and for the NBA, taking a dive.
All right, the jungle.